Forgiveness carries immense weight, a quiet power, waiting to be unleashed. In its essence, forgiveness is deeply personal, yet it echoes in ways that ripple far beyond ourselves. This Easter, we pause to journey into the heart of forgiveness, exploring its courage, its depth, and its healing power, not merely as an act but as a transformative way of being. At the core of Easter lies the story of ultimate forgiveness, a forgiveness so radical, so transformative, that it changes not only lives but the very fabric of existence itself. Consider Jesus on the cross, the embodiment of grace, extending forgiveness not to those who had earned or deserved it, but to those who had betrayed him, condemned him, and nailed him to the wood of suffering. 2,000 years ago, humanity witnessed a moment that defied comprehension. Jesus of Nazareth, mocked, humiliated, beaten, and finally crucified, did something extraordinary. Amid the agony, as his life drained away, he spoke words that continued to reverberate through history. "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Reflect for a moment, what do those words mean? Not just for the soldiers who hammered the nails, not just for the crowd that jeered, but for all of us. What kind of love does it take to forgive, even when forgiveness feels impossible? The resurrection became the ultimate symbol of renewal, a second act to the story of suffering. Jesus rose not with vengeance or anger but with open arms, extending reconciliation to all. His forgiveness on the cross mirrors his return from the grave, inviting humanity into a story of grace, of love, of healing. Forgiveness, as he teaches us, is not solely for the one who is wronged, it is for the one who forgives. Forgiveness liberates the soul from chains it may not even realize it bears. But forgiveness isn't easy, is it? To forgive is to confront the pain of betrayal, to wrestle with the sting of injustice, to face the wounds that seem too raw to heal. Pain lingers like shadows in the corners of our hearts, and resentment often feels like a shield, a way of protecting ourselves from vulnerability. Yet holding on to resentment doesn't protect us, it binds us. Resentment and grudges feel like armor, yet they weigh us down like chains. Forgiveness asks us to relinquish that false shield, not to erase the past, but to free ourselves for the future. In forgiveness we say, "This will not define me, this will not imprison me." When we choose to forgive, we step into a paradox. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurt or erasing the scars of the past. It is about releasing the grip that pain holds over us. Forgiveness declares, "I will not let this wound keep me captive." It is a quiet rebellion, a profound act of courage and self-liberation. Forgiveness transforms not only relationships but the very essence of the one who forgives. In letting go, we find freedom, not because the other person deserves it, but because we deserve peace. Forgiveness unlocks a door we sometimes hesitate to open, and beyond that door lies healing, reconciliation, and a return to wholeness. Think about the relationships in your life, the misunderstandings, the silences, the walls built out of pride and fear. What would it take to extend a hand across that divide? Forgiveness doesn't erase those divides instantly, but it builds bridges, a step, a gesture, an olive branch. It doesn't demand perfection, it asks only for the courage to begin. Jesus didn't wait for an apology. On the cross, he forgave unconditionally, extending grace even to those who caused his suffering. And through his resurrection, he transformed not just the circumstances, but the meaning of life itself. Can we follow his example in our own lives, even in the smallest moments? Forgiveness reminds us that we are not perfect, that we fail others, just as others fail us. Yet Easter offers a profound truth. We are loved, we are redeemed, and we are forgiven. Not because we deserve it, but because grace is bigger than our imperfections. Can we extend even a fraction of that divine grace to others? When we forgive, we do not diminish ourselves, we reflect the light of Easter. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strength. It is the strength to rise above pain, to choose love when hatred feels easier, to seek connection when isolation feels safer. This Easter, let us reflect on the power of forgiveness, not as an abstract concept but as a way of life. Forgiveness has the power to restore what feels broken beyond repair, to heal wounds we didn't know we carried, and to open doors we thought were closed forever. It is not an ending but a beginning, a transformation that unfolds within and beyond us. Consider the act of forgiveness this Easter as a call to rise. The resurrection was not just an event, it was a movement, an invitation to embrace renewal, to step into light, and to choose grace. Forgiveness is that same invitation. Each act of forgiveness is a ripple that spreads outward, creating spaces of hope, courage, and love. Together, let us break free from the burdens of the past. Let us step boldly into the light of love, reconciliation, and renewal. Let us celebrate the power of Easter by living its message, not just in words, but in actions that bring grace into our lives and the lives of others. As we share this message, let us not only reflect but act, forgive, heal, transform. This Easter, choose grace.